Heidi ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. As you can see, Goemon is very impatient. Before I forget, I'm going to go back into the castle real quick and get that last doll. As I said before, the doll is basically only obtainable after you defeat the boss. And the main reason why is because of, I don't know if you remember Congo's hand blocking something. But that's basically what he was blocking, was the way to that doll. So we're just going to... Hopefully this won't take too long, because we do have to backtrack through the castle too. There really isn't any way that we can just exit the castle from wherever. We'll basically just take the most direct path there, and then go back out. It is on the second floor, I believe. Yes, it's on the second floor. So, with just skedaddling on through, it shouldn't take too long to get to it. Nothing is really that much of a threat. No, I actually had to go back across the gap there. That's what I was afraid of, is that I was going to take the most obvious looking path and then it just leads to a side room or something. Alright, here we go, second floor. Need to jump over these guys that look like dumplings. Scuse. Pardon. We're almost there, I promise. I'm already 2 minutes into the part. I mean, it's not like, you know, wasting time as in... like, oh my god, you're using up valuable video time, and then this is all I'm going to be watching today. Unless you actually plan on watching, like, just one part a day, I guess. But all these are going up on the same day. I'm still planning on doing that. I'm still... okay, basically here's where it was. There was the hand here. It was blocking this. So basically we go in here. There's a lot of money. Probably in the shape of some Japanese character or kanji that I don't recognize. I mean, I can't see any other way, any other reason that the money would be arranged in such a fashion. Also got a silver cat. Alright, that's all we needed to do here. So let's head back out. It didn't take too long. It took, well, yeah, okay, 3 minutes, that's 3.5 now. That's quite a ways. But like I said, all of these movies are going up the same day. So if you're watching them, I guess, even if you're watching them as they're uploaded, because I basically edit one and then upload one while I'm editing the next one, kind of thing. So even then, it's probably going to be maybe 20 minutes at most before the next part comes out anyway. This is my big project for today and tomorrow. Or at least trying to get this done before about 4 o'clock, which at this point is 3 hours and 45 minutes away. And I got a lot of work to do on this game still. I do want to get this all done in one sitting. I don't want to... oh, I'm going to take a break for D&D and then... no, I don't want to take any breaks. I mean, if it comes right down to it, I'll do it, but... I really want to play this whole game in one sitting because I just love this game. Like I said, top games. If I made a top 10 games list, this would definitely be in it. Maybe top 5. It's definitely up there with like Chrono Trigger and The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. For me, that's like I guess probably top 3 games will be this, Chrono Trigger, and Link's Awakening. I don't know, maybe I'll do a top 10 list someday. For right now, I basically, if anybody asks what my favorite game of all time is, I'd be like, oh, I can't really say of all time, but I can kind of break it down depending on the system, and then sometimes different systems I'll have multiple favorite games for. Like the Xbox 360, I've played so many awesome games on the 360 at this point, I don't even know what game would be my favorite. But if I was definitely looking at favorite games, it would be either stuff on the on portable consoles or stuff from the SNES Genesis era through the PS1 N64 era. That's definitely when my big favorite console games came out. That's definitely the high point of gaming for me. I mean, I'm not saying that every era had their bad games, and I'm not saying that nowadays, like with games for the Wii, 360, PS3 are particular. I'm not saying that those are bad games. I'm just saying I have a lot more fond memories from those two main generations of gaming than I do in current gen stuff. Especially more than last generation. Last generation was just kind of a divot. Like, I didn't have an Xbox One, so I never played any Xbox games. Oh, sorry about the jump cut there. But like, I mean, and there were some great games on the PS2, but not any that really spring to mind when I think of them. And technically the PS2 era, like the PS2 line of games, just ended this past March, so that's quite a list to go over. And GameCube had some really good games on there, just not as good as other systems. Anyway, oh my god, this is the Lord Superpass. With this, the gate will open. That's the unlocking sound, obviously, so we'll go out. Musashi. Now, before I go forward, I am going to go this way, because there's a cat over here. And, gotta remember, C left is change weapon, not C right. C right is bring up the map. But this area, we can't actually go up this way. I mean, we can go up this ramp here, but there's a metal box in the way, and we won't actually be able to get that until way later in the game. So in a couple hours, probably. If I planned this out correctly, which I did not. Check that off. Okay, so basically just go through this tunnel here. Easy enough. And this leads to actually the next boss battle of the game. One of the aforementioned Goemon Impact boss battles. And for those of you who don't know who Goemon Impact is, you will know. This is fairly easy, just gotta find your way up the platforms. There really isn't anything too complicated about it. I mean, they are kind of in a weird kind of setup here. And if you do fall off, you do more or less have to start over if you're not careful. I'm going to leave that there for now. And basically just run off into the next cutscene here. And I don't know if I'm going to actually include the boss battle itself in this part. Probably, because you can't really pause during it. And that building just exploded. I guess for those who haven't played any Goemon games, that was the Wise Man's house. He's a fairly prevalent character in the Goemon games. So I don't know if they're like people who are playing this who haven't played this but have played like Goemon's Great Adventure, Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Yeah, that Wise Man. See this? It's the Triton shell that summons gigantic robot Impact. Wise Man had it. And so is this rubble. All that remains of and so is this rubble all that remains of Wise Man's house? Hey man, what are you doing here? Oh my god, you're the weirdo from Oedo Castle. Not only Oedo Castle, but now the Wise Man's home. How senseless can you be? You weirdo? Oh, good one. You keep calling me weirdo. Yeah, that's a joke, apparently. I'll wait for the frame rate to go back up. It's not nice to call people names. I'm going to crush you with my robot. You coward, I'm not letting you get away this time. It shouldn't take too long, why not? Let's go on to the boss battle. And then after the boss battle, we'll call it a video. I can still go over 15 minutes, I just try not to, but... hopefully the frame rate doesn't ruin this cutscene. Probably will, and I do apologize if it does. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ichiro Mizuki. Poopy. Yep, frame rate ruined it. There we go. Yep, we have a robot. So yeah, anachronisms, like I was saying before. Okay, so basically we go through this little destroy everything stage. We jump over pits, jump over things that can trip us up, and we destroy enemies. The main reason we want to destroy as much as we can is because we not only do we get money, which can be used in the upcoming boss battle, but we also destroy stuff for fuel, which is... we gotta try to make sure that we end up with as much fuel as possible. That was a cheap shot there, game. Because the more fuel we have, that's basically our life bar for the boss battle. The boss battle itself is all in like a first person from the cockpit view. And there are like super combos and stuff that we can do. But yeah, just basically destroy stuff and get as much money and fuel as you can. And falling down in the pit or getting tripped up by stuff does take a bit of fuel away, so do be careful. Not like I was there. I partially blame the emulation, though. The emulation's not horrible, it's just... the frame rate slowdown does get quite a bit annoying. So they have a Kabuki robot. Yay. So we have a few attacks here. The A button does a slow, powerful punch. The B button does a weak punch. You can do certain combos with them. You can have the game's frame rate crap out on you. You can use the R button to shoot a chain pipe. The Z button will shoot out bullets, which are basically use up money. And there are also like super combos that you can do. Like there's, I don't know if the emulator is going to let me do it properly, but there are some combos that you can do, like a super laser that you can use. And for destroying projectiles and stuff, you do get more money. I don't think that the game is really going to allow me to do the super laser at any point. But I am going to try to take my chance to do it when the time comes, because there's going to be there's an optimal time pretty much during any of these robot boss fights that you can actually use the laser effectively, because they're going to be standing in one place for the most part. And that flashing power bar in the middle of the cockpit there, when that's flashing, that means that you can use the laser. I know that there's like a kick move combo that you can do, but again, the game really doesn't want me to do it. And our oil is down to 200, which is not great. The oil is the life bar, by the way. That's the enemy's life bar up top. I don't remember exactly what he starts with. I think it was like 3,000 or 5,000 or something like that. So we're not doing too badly. I'd rather have more health than that, though. Again, a lot of attacks are easy to interrupt. A lot of the projectiles are easy to punch out of the sky. So these boss battles aren't too hard. It's just kind of annoying, especially if you can't pause it, and you can't pause during boss battles. Actually, I should probably using the chain pipe on him more, because that's a cheap way to reel him in and then do like a combo on him. That's normally what I do. And there's the kick combo. In fact, I should probably be doing that more, because that's a good way to not let him attack. In fact, the fight would probably be over if I just did this a bunch of times. And I do want to get these over as soon as possible, because, you know, time constraints and all. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, we got it. It's a because in order to do the super laser, you basically got to do like a C buttons in a two counterclockwise circles and then push Z. And it's actually a little easier to do with the control stick, because you can just do some 360s and then push the button. So it does make it, I guess, a little easier with the emulation there. I probably shouldn't be letting these hit me. I should probably be doing a lot of stuff. Like that. And that's the boss done. It took me a lot longer than I meant for it to, but that's okay. We got it done. Probably should have just cut off the video, but I thought I could get it done quicker. But we have the robot doing that, and then we get the game's logo for whatever reason. And the frame rate stopped. which is annoying because I do need to stop the video. Well, I have to get going. We're filming a movie. First, I have to get to America. If you need me again, call me. And the music speeds up to try to keep up with the frame rate. Alright, so we save our game here, and when we come back, we will head forward. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?